everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're playing the Stanley Parable? Parable? I don't know, but it was on sale on the Steam, what's it called? Winter sale, and I wanted to try it out for a while, so I figured I'd buy it, and I'd share it with you guys, just because why not? So, here we go. Oh, also, figured out my microphone problems. I figured it out, I think. So hopefully in the editing of this video, it is figured out. So here we go. Never is the end. Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month of every year.
I can't talk about this, what I do.
Others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
He was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What if I don't want to step out of my office? What if I just want to stay right here? And click. I can click on things. But nothing happens. What if I don't want to go out there? What if I just sit here? I'm just gonna sit here staring at this clock. What's it say? What's that clock say? Charm? I can't read it. Something ink clock quartz. Wait, the game asked me for the time when I started up the game. And that right there says it's 4:22. Not 4:22, 11:22. But it's 1:19. So what's up with that? What's up? The lights. Can I turn the lights on? Can I do anything with the computer? How long do I have to sit here until something happens? I don't want to leave the room. Okay, fine. I'll leave the room. That door's locked. That door's locked.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What if I don't want to go to the meeting room?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, he's getting kind of mad at me for touching everything. I like it. What's all this? Pen? Oh, computer. Oh, I turned it off. Okay. That's fun and exciting. That door's locked too. I can't go in there. It's in here. Another computer. Okay, well I guess I can just turn off the computers. How the mighty have fallen. Okay. Keep dry. I wonder what's in it. Can I open this door? No. Okay. What's that say? Can you crouch? Oh, you can. Knowing your city. Before you can possibly know where to begin your new street vending operation, you first have to get to know your city. I'll use Georgetown as an example in this book, but in order to really get the knowledge, it's best to go explore. Uh-huh. I can't open that door either. That's sad. Who farted? Can I open this door? No. Can I open this door? No. Can you sprint? No. Okay. What's in there? Can't see anything. Let's see. There's nothing in there. Oh, what's all that? Sales escort. What's in there? I want to go in there. Can't open that door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I don't want to go through the door on my... Should I listen to him? But I don't like the left door. I want the right door. Well, maybe I should just No, we're not going to listen to him. Let's go.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
What's in there?
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, yes, I do, Daddy. I do want to admire that employee lounge. I want to shut off that computer. You're wasting electricity. I can't believe I just said that. I've never said that in my life. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, what's that?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
It really is,
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
It is
Stanley
immaculate,
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Coffee nut.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't want to do that, though. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to look in there. Ooh, maybe I do want to go in there. No, I don't want to go in there. What's all this?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What's all that? Huh. What's all this? Oh, do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. What's all that? Do not jump. Okay, I won't jump, don't worry. What's back there? Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty if you're jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. No, that makes me want to jump off. I really want to jump off now. Wonder if you are able to jump off. You need a key card for that. That's disappointing. Can I jump? Well, it will cause death. Can I just walk off?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
You can't jump from the
platform. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, so follow that direction. Just that one specifically, though.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Wait.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Before.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Work. I just hate my boss. Uh-huh. What's in here? I'll shut off the computer. Oh, what's this? Awaiting input. Input received. Okay. Cool. Can I open this door? No. Can I open that one? No. I can't open that one either. Okay, so I can't open it. Why can't I open any of the doors?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't want to... I'm going to go back to the right one.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
I want
knew
to
it
go back to the
perfectly
area
well.
we were in.
Perhaps he
before.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I do. Thank you very much.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
It is very gorgeous.
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope, we're going straight again. We're going straight.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
It really is. Okay, so this time I guess I will just follow
Look,
this
Stanley,
one
I think
direction.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Uh-huh.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Someone I've forgotten
Please,
about.
stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
But I want to make
I'm
every
not
decision
asking
by
for
myself.
me. I'm asking for her.
For her? What do you mean for
This
her?
is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's
What?
been waiting.
What? I don't know. Urgent. I want to know what employees should never do. Wait, interviewing and interrogation techniques. Huh, okay. Oh, okay. Door closes. Can I open that? No. Okay. What's this? That's just a box. Is there anything? Ooh, papers. I can't read them. Recommendations from Oversight Committee. Oh, okay.
That's
That
her,
actually
Stanley.
kind of scared me.
You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
Uh,
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the... Oh, no, 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 no,
No.
you can't...
I can't.
Did you just unplug the phone?
I can't answer it.
Now, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know
No,
that was
I chose
possible.
the right
Let me
option.
double check.
I chose the right option.
No,
So,
it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why
Okay.
you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that
Okay.
kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
okay.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
Soundtrack go hard
But if
though.
used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named
What
Rupert
the fuck?
has a choice.
He looked like
He
this
could
most
invent a machine that
stereotypical white
eliminates
person ever.
food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that
I would
unlike
make the
here,
choice of
the
forgetting
real
how to
world
read.
makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
The back sack and crack.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
8 choices?
Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally,
I don't know.
if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant,
You ain't gotta
and the
remind me about
feeling
that.
should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay. I'm ready.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to
Yeah.
worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago
Okay.
and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Can I go any other way? Danger. Danger everywhere. Okay, that's fair. It's a lot of cigarettes right there. Okay, so where is this taking me? Why is there so many gates around that now? He doesn't want me jumping off again. Oh, come on. The narrator guy doesn't want me jumping off again.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we
come
can't have
on.
you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before
what's
the
that right
narrative
there?
contradiction gets any worse.
What's that gates over there
Unfortunately,
before? I
it seems
remember.
this
I wish
place
I could've
is
jumped
not
off
well
right there.
equipped to deal with reality.
I could have jumped off on that platform in the first. Oh, why didn't I do that? I just thought of that. That's sad. Okay, well, let's just. I don't know. I kind of want to keep making this guy mad. It's kind of funny. Let's work on them hoes. Okay, I don't know where that came from. I'm disappointed in myself for saying that. Okay, so where is he taking us? Where are we going? Okay, we're back in the break room.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Uh-huh. If I don't want resolution? I just want to open these doors. That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want to open the doors.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Okay.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just
Okay.
follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know, I could follow the directions. I really could. It'd be really easy. But I'm an asshole, so we're going this way.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, it literally just doesn't let you go any farther. Okay, fine. What if we just go back in? Okay, nothing happens. Fine, I'll go. Okay. So I can't open any of the doors. I can't do anything.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like
funny.
so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
What does he do?
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
Wait, what? Don't shut the game down.
To.
Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here.
So,
here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
What is this?
Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
Well, I'm sorry
It was
about
the only
that.
thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
Yeah.
You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
And you
He
tried,
actually
but I
knows how to
didn't
do
really
what I
care.
tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for
Hey,
it.
hey, watch your
That
language,
thought
sir.
hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Yeah, I didn't really care.
Oh. My
I'm sorry about your story, though, man. I'm sorry.
If you'd just gone through the
No,
door on the
guys,
left,
I
you would have
kinda feel
seen
sorry
it. There was a
about that
whole
story.
underground facility.
I kinda wanted
You
to
would
see
have
what it was,
destroyed
but I also
and been
wanted to just not follow
victorious.
directions.
It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would.
Oh.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to
I
the
really
task.
wanna go
Just
to the
follow
right
my
door.
lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, I want to do it. I want to do it so bad. But I also want to see where this part of the story takes me. But I want to go this way. No. Fine. Just go. I'll sacrifice my morals. I will just go. Mainly because I want to see how this room looks.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I want to read these boards. We need moralless reviews. The death sport portion in the primary review schedule? But they think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers. More water cooler heaters. More hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net. Some sort of child trap. Spare between space between the teenagers. Size of demographic. Throw something in the ideas bin. Okay. What do people want? I was reading that. What are your dreams for the future? I don't know. Clear skin. That is a dream. That is a dream. That is a dream I will never achieve. And it makes me sad. I really hope y'all can't hear me chewing. I'm sorry about that. I made myself some lunch right before I started this, and I didn't feel like waiting to record.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I want to go downstairs. Fine. I'll just go upstairs then. I can't go through there though. Unfortunately. Oh, this is a nice ass office. What's back here? Can't go through that door. What's this? This time... There's nothing. Okay. Ooh, what's in here? I can't go in there. Of course not.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Should I do it? Night Shark 115?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Do I have to say it? Into my microphone? Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Maybe not.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark
Okay,
115.
fine. You're not going to do it.
Okay,
but you
I
know
can't.
what?
I don't even
It's
know.
pretty humiliating to
I
bring
was
you
actually
this
trying.
far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing for your
I
respect.
actually tried once.
The kind
For
of
once.
respect Stanley shows for his choices. He
I tried.
knows what it means to take a story seriously.
I don't understand
if
how
you
you're
didn't
supposed to
want
do
to
it.
see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The
I
end.
need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Wait, what?
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Wait. So, what? Who's Leroy and why are they saying sorry to him? That doesn't make sense. I'm just gonna stand here in this room, right here. Just for a minute. I just want to see if anything happens. We're just gonna stand here, not moving, waiting for something to happen. Mainly because I changed the battery in my headphones. But it's an excuse. I said it out loud? I don't know. But, okay. Let's just go out here, I guess.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Computer's
Stanley
still
decided
gone.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
No, I can't. I'm gonna touch everything.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Just because I find it funny.
Did it advance the story in any way.
I don't care if it advances the story. I just want to touch shit. Ooh, awaiting input. Ooh, that's the second one. Okay. What does all that say? Current time. I can't read it. Internal clock error. Please reset. Username access. No, shut it off. Because I can't read any of it. Can't open that door. Can't door. That's a window that I'm walking into. Uh-oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, fine. I'll follow directions. Just because I'm curious to see where I can go from this way.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, I will go up there. Oh, I can open the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
If I just close myself in here. Is he gonna say anything about it?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Nope, I ain't leaving.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Yes, I am doing sweet fuck all. I can twerk though.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah, boy.
Standing around doing
What
nothing?
are you gonna do about it?
Why?
What are you
Please
gonna do
offer
about
me
it?
some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
What are you gonna do about it? You ain't gonna do shit about it. Fucking get me. Get me,
You
bro.
do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story
I find it very significant.
whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Don't try and like lower the value of this broom closet. It has a lot
Maybe
of
to you this is somehow
significance.
its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Yes. If I had friends. But I don't.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Okay.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
Yes.
Well, in a situation like
I like
this,
that
the
option.
responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's
Actually,
indicative
humans
of
do
the
have a lot.
long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and
Wait.
filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video
This is a
gaming,
fourth wall break.
so
I
that
don't
the
like it.
irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I just want to see how long it'll take. Let's see. I'm just gonna sit right here. Just for a minute. Okay, hello everyone. Okay, so, I've been sitting here for like 15 minutes eating my lunch before it got cold, and nothing happened, so we're just gonna go.
It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
I'm going back.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus?
I do have a fish right behind
You can
me.
hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay, fine, I'll go back out. I'm going back in. Okay, fine. What if I go back in? Okay, fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Oh,
his
thank you.
boss's office.
Ooh, a red light. What's under here? What's that? Hi, Monty? I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to second. It's when all the cool kids are doing. Oh, it's what all the cool kids are doing. I've decided. Oh, I've decided. Right one back. Someone's here. Something. An idea for something. Oh, ask someone. An idea for something. To draw 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is good idea. What all the cool kids are actually doing is sending cart. My monitor is too small. I have a 32-inch monitor too, and I think it's too small for this. Let me get closer. Okay, it's not interesting anyway. So, we're just gonna go into this room over here.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
It really doesn't.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
That one repeated itself.
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
So
I may as well enjoy this while I'm still
disappearing.
lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, He entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Hello? Okay, my mic was muted for a while, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was. I really hope it wasn't muted for that entire part. If it was, oh well. Wait, which door did it tell me to go through? Forgot. I think it said the red door, so I'm gonna go through the blue door.
Aha! Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, thank you.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
But I see a blue door right here I want to go through.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to
do.
find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
I won't let you stop me. Don't worry.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yeah.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You give me absolutely nothing so
A
far.
health bar, maybe.
Tell you what.
Jumping.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
What if I don't? Okay, fine, I'll do it. Just to make him happy. Aw, the door closed. Wall. Ceiling light. Office space. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I think it's like a 4 out of
Okay,
5.
so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling.
Yeah, let's go.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Well, let's see. Oh. Wait, what? I'm gonna go through here.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No.
Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna let it go to the fire.
You heartless bastard.
Did
you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Both.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
Actually, it's more because I hate
I'm not
babies.
even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What's it gonna do? Firewatch.
Ah, fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
That was a Minecraft door opening sound. Okay. There's nothing interesting to do. It's quite windy. Why is it so windy? That's annoying. Now I have to walk all the way back around. So it's just Firewatch. I've never played the game Firewatch, but I know what it is.
No, it can't be.
Wait, what do you mean it can't be?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Wait, what? No!
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we
trees.
avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Without... Right.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh. Well, I can go a lot faster now. What if I just don't touch the ball? What's down here?
Hold on. What are you doing?
Okay. Oh.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. We still have so much...
Okay. So, I don't know. Well, without him, I don't know where to go. Oh. Okay. I guess you can just keep falling? What is this? Why does it look like this? Why is it all old? What's in here? So, guys, yeah. Why it looks... I don't know where to go now without him telling me where to go. I'm just gonna end up walking in circles. I fall down further. No, it's blocked off. I think that's where we came from. So, let's go this way then? Or, ooh, there's a light down there. Let's go towards the light. I can't go in there. I want to go in there. Can I go in there? No. How about in here? No. How about in here? No. Ooh, computers. I like touching the computers. You can't do anything with them though. Okay. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it, down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him.
Heavy cost.
He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Huh. You can wait, he says. Okay, everyone, well, I've been recording for a while, so I figure since I just got a different ending, I suppose, is an ending, since it brought me back here, is the best time to end. And, I'll be back to this game. Eventually, I'm sure. I have had a lot of fun. So, maybe even the next video, maybe like the video after the next. I don't know yet. But we'll see. So, yeah. Hope you guys have a great day, and goodbye.